Today was the first day of college, and I was quite excited. Every student looks forward to this day. It truly felt like our world was about to change. Like a responsible student, we were envisioning our future. However, a significant challenge awaited me in my life, something I had never imagined. On the first day of college, while everyone else appeared excited, I felt a bit down. I sat in my seat thinking about something sad that happened the day before. I had to break up with my boyfriend, John. I told him, "Hey, I can't continue this relationship with you. I want to end it." "But how can you do this without any reason?" he asked. His response made me quite angry. He was reacting as if he didn't know anything. That's when I told him, "You cheated on me. I know about your relationship with Clara." Upon hearing this, John started saying, "I just got carried away for a few moments. Can't you forgive my mistake?" I replied, "You cheated on me, and I can never forgive that mistake. Our relationship is over, and it's better if we never meet again." Saying this, I walked away. "You can't leave me so easily," he shouted. "I'll make your life difficult," he continued. After the incident that day, I became busy in my new life. I focused on my college studies, trying to forget the love for which I had only found betrayal. In my new life in college, I made several new friends. Spending time with them gradually made my sadness fade away, and I started feeling happy again. Amidst all this, a friend suggested adding me to their Facebook group, where we talked about college throughout the night. It was the first time I was using a social media platform like Facebook. Using that social media platform for the first time felt like I was entering a new world where you could make new friends. And not only that, you could share your daily life and pictures there. As I started sharing my photos, my followers increased within a few days. People were appreciating my face and my photography skills. Amidst all this, someone messaged me on Facebook, and in that message, there was an opportunity mentioned about becoming a model. I was quite happy to read that text. To be honest, I had always desired to become a model since childhood. So with that thought, I signed the contract for the modeling opportunity. After that contract, my life completely changed. Currently, I have become a famous model, which has led to my followers on Facebook reaching up to the millions. My fan following had grown so much that I couldn't even imagine it. I was quite happy with my modeling career, and I took pride in my hard work and talent. But amidst all this, I couldn't have imagined the incident that was about to happen. While everything was going well, one day, news was circulating with blurred, explicit images of me. Not only that, on the same day when I checked my Facebook account, I was surprised to see vulgar comments from people. I was puzzled. What had I done to deserve this? One successful model can also do such things. I never thought about it. One follower wrote, "A model can do anything for money. Today I have seen it. Shame on you, Scarlett Wilson." Reading all these comments, my heart was shattered, but I still couldn't understand what I had done and whose explicit images those were. Then I received a message on my Facebook account. It was from one of my fans, who was also my well-wisher. They sent me a link to a fake account under the name Scarlett Wilson. In that account, there were explicit pictures of me that someone had edited and posted. It was clear that someone had taken advantage of my Facebook pictures. After this discovery, I went to the police station. "I need to file a report," I told the police officer. After that, the police officer informed the cybercrime unit about the case, and they started searching for the culprit who had done this to me. The actions of this perpetrator not only caused distress in my mind, but also attempted to harm my career as a successful model. Now, whenever I went out, I had to hide from the media to avoid scrutiny. Amidst all this, the media made my life difficult. On the other hand, on the Facebook platform, some fans were criticizing me. while others were supporting me. Suddenly, I received a call from the police station asking me to come there. Upon hearing this, I went to the police station, and as soon as I stepped inside, I saw my ex standing there with handcuffs in his hands. Seeing him like that surprised me a lot. At that time, the police officer told me that my ex, John, was behind the fake Facebook account. After our breakup, he couldn't handle seeing me successful in my career, and out of jealousy, he planned to tarnish my reputation. It was shocking to hear all this, and my hatred for him grew. After all, who could do such a thing to a girl? Today, John is in jail, and due to his involvement in cybercrime, he'll have to spend a significant part of his life behind bars. After the truth came out in front of people and the media, they supported me, and slowly my reputation improved, just like it was before. Now that John is in jail, I've decided to keep moving forward. Despite facing challenges, I've got support from people in the media again. I'm determined to concentrate on my successful modeling career and leave this difficult chapter behind. It's a reminder that in tough times, the truth wins, and being strong helps overcome obstacles. I appreciate the support I got, and I'm hopeful for better days ahead.
Hey guys, thanks so much for all the support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please feel free to do so.
This story is from a female's point of view. When I was in college, I worked in an Applebee's to make ends meet. I worked there from freshman year to senior year, so I had some regular customers. I had one that tipped me the most, and his name was Larry. Anyways, one day, while at work, I received a friend request on Facebook from a guy that was really attractive. I checked his page out before I accepted it, and it seemed legit, and he was in my city. As soon as I accepted it, he messaged me and said, "Hey, thanks for accepting my request." That was usually code for creep when someone does that, but he was cute. I said no problem, and we continued to converse. Eventually, after a few days chatting, we decided to go on a date. I decided to meet at Chili's on a Friday at 6 p.m. because I don't know this guy, and maybe he's crazy. I arrived at the restaurant before him, and I messaged him to let him know that our table was under my name, and he said okay. After about 20 minutes, I messaged him back, but he didn't reply until 20 minutes later telling me that he wasn't going to make it. I was pissed, but I ordered and ate my food. I left and I drove home. When I got to my apartment, I walked up the stairs to get to my apartment and I hear something behind me. I get to my door, turn to my left, and I see a man standing at the bottom of the stairs looking at me. I look closer and I see that it's Larry, my customer at work. I frantically asked him, "What is he doing here?" And he told me it's okay. Always make sure you make it home safe. Then he said, "Sorry, I couldn't make it to the date." I said, "What?" I tried unlocking my door, but I dropped my keys, and he started running up the stairs yelling, "It's not what you think." I grabbed the keys, unlocked the door, and ran inside, closing my door behind me. He started banging on my door, telling me he was my best customer and he deserved me. I called the cops, and they caught him outside in my car, just sitting there calmly. After that, I deleted all of my social media and dating apps. Then I quit my job at Applebee's. Ever since that experience, I'm very paranoid of people's intentions, and I always carry a pistol.
The incident I'm about to tell you still haunts me to this day. It happened to me when I was still in high school. A new game was in the craze at the time, Dragon Age Inquisition. It was a 4-player life simulation game. In that game, the player had to take on the role of one of the 4 Inquisition They were dispatched to eliminate either a cohort of Venatori, a battalion of Red Templars, a swarm of Darkspawn, a pack of demons, or a Katam and Kanari that had taken control of an area. Every location had 5 zones, and once the players completed the first 4 zones, the agents had to face enemies led by the enemy commander, either Calpurnia, Samson, or Emissary Alpha, an Envy Demon, or Sereth, depending on which faction they are fighting. Once the final wave of enemies was killed, the match ends victoriously. I was obsessed with that game, and often used to go to the nearby gaming cafe to play it. I used to play this game for hours, and after I was finished playing, I used to open my Facebook account and post my progress of it. I often played with different players, but there was one guy with the name of Hunter Z309 whom I played most of my games with. We even used to talk using Dialogue Wheel. One day after the game, I logged into Facebook and uploaded my progress post. After that, I clicked the messages of others and went to check notifications. Someone had tagged me in a post, and the person who tagged me was unknown to me. So I checked the post, and there was a picture of me sitting in the cafe playing Dragon Age. The picture was taken 2 days ago. I recognized the outfit from that day. I looked around. Everyone was busy on their own. Surprisingly, he was in my friends list, and I had no idea when I added him. I did not think much of it at the time, but slowly it started to increase. I was tagged in more pictures of me. I had no idea who it was and when did he take my picture. I messaged him, saying it's rude to take pictures of others and upload it without permission. He instantly replied, "I'm sorry, I'll take it down." And after that, all the posts with my pictures were deleted from his account. I was relieved, but I was still not sure about him taking my pictures again. I messaged him saying not to do this anymore, but I should have been a little more specific about it. The next day, when after playing game, I checked my Facebook. The pictures were sent into my inbox and they were from the same day. I looked around and shouted, "Who is it?" Everyone started looking at me with confusion, so I couldn't recognize who it was. I texted him to stop it, but there was no reply. The pictures kept increasing day by day, so I complained about it to the cafe owner. But even after that, it did not stop. And along with the pictures of me being in the cafe, other pictures that were downloaded from my Facebook and were edited in nude models' bodies started to come. I was extremely worried about it and had no idea what to do. I thought of telling my parents about it, but since I used to come here by the excuse of going to the library, I was really scared, so I stopped going to the cafe. But it still did not stop. He started sending threat messages to me, along with the pictures of new models with my face edited on it. One day, he sent me a picture of a nude model in a weird pose and asked me to send him my picture in that pose. I immediately blocked him and deactivated my Facebook account. I locked myself inside my room and stopped going anywhere. My parents started to worry about me and started to ask questions. I had no courage to tell them about it after lying to them so much. I was depressed. After a few days, one of my friends sent me a picture that was going viral and told me that it was my picture. I checked and it was the same picture with that nude model in that pose, but with my face edited to it. I immediately told her about everything. She said I should tell my parents about it before they find such pictures from somewhere else and report this. I stomped back and forth in my room, arguing subconsciously to myself if I should tell them or not. What if they start to yell? What if they don't even talk to me anymore? What if they kick me out of the house? And what if they don't want me anymore? All what-if questions were roaming around in my mind. Somehow, I managed to gather enough courage to tell them about it and come clean. When we were all having dinner, I approached them, saying, "I need to tell you guys something." Their focus went toward me, and I started to tell them everything. I told them about how I used to go play games and not library and how I ended up with a cyber stalker. I thought that they would be disappointed in me, but that wasn't the case. They looked at me with a concerned look, and my mother spoke. "We know, honey, about you going to the cafe. We let you be because we know you study hard." My parents told me not to worry and they will take care of it. They went there and reported it to the cyber police department. The investigation started and they tracked the source of the post and messages. It turned out to be the cafe owner's son, and he was also the one who used to play with me online. All the posts that were uploaded by him, along with the viral ones, were completely taken down from the internet. I was relieved. But the next day when I went to school, I felt like everyone was staring at me and gossiping about me. Everyone was talking about what happened to me. My friends started to avoid me. But still, somehow I managed to finish my school and started preparing for college. Even to this day, sometimes people recognize me from the viral picture and ask me about it. It has become a habit of mine to ignore such people.